Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Tuesday, the 25th of January, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at the dollar index, just in the edge of moving out of the cloud there on the lagging line. We've been expecting that for some time. We're above on the price. We're bullish on the medium-term chart, and the short-term chart is bullish. So we're bullish all round for the dollar at the moment. That means the euro is weaker on all three time frames. Looking at the yen chart, the dollar is looking strong here in the medium and long term. Just short term, the yen has had some strength. Yen tends to be a bit of a safe haven, and we've had obviously some market rumbles this last few days. Looking at sterling, we're lower against that stronger dollar. So 133 is the downside target there on the short term chart. Against the euro, we're back below the 120 level, but still long-term and medium-term bullish against that weaker euro. Bitcoin sitting at $36,000, really right on cloud support at the moment. Be interesting to see whether we can actually hold this level. The mid 30s pretty key, and if we fall below that previous low at 30,000, we deactivate the upside target to 83,000. So it's a very big, wide pattern for Bitcoin, and we've got to make sure that we hold that low. It'll be interesting to see. Not quite yet above the cloud on the short-term chart. The S&P 500 index staged a very small recovery yesterday. It was lower at one point. We see that daily candle there spiking down to 42.50, a recovery towards the end, some seeing that as a buying opportunity. The low right on the weekly cloud, so that's quite interesting. We will ultimately get downside targets from this thrust down, but it's not locked yet, so we need a relief rally to lock that column and then give us a target. So one to watch. The Nasdaq obviously also sold off yesterday, but recovered as well. So quite key, but the markets are not buying it. We're seeing the futures down 1% on the S&P and 1.5% on the Nasdaq E-mini. So US market set to open much lower today. The VIX volatility now above 30. That's put us into bullish territory, and that means that the fear index is now fearful. So markets are worried. The FTSE future is actually up this morning despite those futures. The same for the DAX, remembering we had a big sell-off yesterday in Europe, so we're just seeing a little bit of a re-rating there. But the US market going into the open will be key. Looking at Japan, we're down 1.7%. The same in Hong Kong. Chinese stocks were down 2.5%. India didn't change very much, but then it had a very big down day the day before. Seeing Chinese stocks here just really falling off a cliff. So not looking good for global stock markets. We'll look at the energy mix in a minute. We're seeing some of the softs up, sugar up 0.7%. Wheat continuing to rise, looking very strong indeed with those upside targets. We do have one downside target, but it's bullish on all three time frames. Gold sitting at 1838, so we're really holding that $1,800 level now well and truly. Watch for a break above 1850 as basically the next level. That would be the indication this consolidation pattern is set to break and run. It looks like happening. Gold looking stronger there. Silver is down 1% this morning, just struggling back into short-term territory, but did cross the cloud, and we're holding the long-term trend there as well. US 10-year yields sitting at 1.77 on the 10-year, so that's quite key. And the German Bund, we said yesterday, we've really got to watch for this 167 level breaking. It was just seeing a slow rollover in the bond price there, and that will end a very long-term trend. Keep an eye out for our weekly report to clients at the end of the week for the month. So the monthly report. Looking at Brent Crude, we're now seeing a little bit of a pullback. We had a sharp fall off yesterday at the end of the day, and we are just 85.50 is the level we've got to hold. We've given this out to clients this morning. US nat gas lower at $3.95. That $4 mark is pretty important for nat gas. We're seeing coal rolling over, of course, this week, but pushing higher, so looking stronger there. we're good above 130. Emissions up this morning, getting ready for this triangle breakout. Looks like it will be to the upside, and we've got quite a lot of medium-term targets there. Gas prices are down slightly this morning. We went out as neutral because after yesterday's move, no surprises to see some volatility, making it quite a hard call. MBP down 1.6%. We were down a lot further at the open, but we're closing higher. We were actually bullish on power prices, and we're seeing that breaking there, and also on the cow for uh, the Nordic power market. We're seeing a break higher there as well. But all in all, power prices recovering and really looking set like we could make a new high on the Cal 23 contract. So that's pretty important. Just a lack of short-term targets. Keep an eye on your OTC prices. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.